Okay. Sorry I'm late, but hello everyone. Welcome to this live show. So, I have my dogs in my room. I'm sorry if you can hear them, but I had to have them in here because they cannot be alone. Like, someone has to be watching them at all times. So, they're here. Anyway, oh, wait, hold on. I need to share a link with Cassidy because I invited Cassidy to join and I just never sent her the link. Anyway, one second. But so yeah, for today, I didn't upload a video because this week has been very, very busy for me. I am about to graduate in like 2 weeks, which is insane. And I have like all these final projects I need to do. So I was working on that this week. All of the literally on, I think it was Wednesday, I spent all day working on 2 papers that I had already drafted, but I was like, "I need to fix them up," and so I did that, and it was a lot of work, but so I didn't have time to film and edit, which really sucks because 'cause I'm home, and I love filming in front of my shelves, so hopefully I can do that either later today or tomorrow before I leave because 'cause I'm going back to LA on, like, Sunday. So, anyway, welcome everybody. Hopefully we can read and get some stuff done. I wanted to write, but then Cassidy was like, "We should read Hideaway together." And I was like, "Oh, my dogs are insane." Anyway, so I think I'm gonna be reading, but I mean these are like reading sprints. So let me know what you guys want to do. I really want to do a live show where I just like talk and we just hang out, maybe like play some games. I don't know, because I feel like with reading sprints, half the time people come in and they don't know what reading sprints are. Anyway, hello, welcome. What's everyone going to be doing today during these sprints? Are you going to be reading? If you're going to be reading, what are you going to be reading? I'm going to be reading Hideaway by Penelope Douglas. But also, wait, hold on, 1 second. I want to see. It's like so uncomfortable for me because you guys are watching Walk Around My Room. Hold up. Okay, hold on 1 second. Hopefully you don't. I need to get my book. A few things. I want to update you guys on some things. But hello. Okay, so I just finished Ophelia After All last night. I literally read it in one sitting. I was like, oh, I should. Okay, so basically, the story is I am going to. My dogs. I'm going to be in conversation with the author of this book. She is my professor slash friend slash mentor, and it's her launch event. And so she invited me to be in conversation with her, and I was like, what? So I'm going to do that. And then also, Raquel Marie is going to be there also in conversation. So I wrote Ophelia After All because it's like, I need to finally read this book. Like, I had the arc and I started it, but then I was like, I can't read books without audiobooks. So I got the audiobook and I read it and I annotated it so much. Like, I highlighted, like, I love it. Guys, I write in my books now. Isn't that crazy? I should do an updated annotation routine or how I annotate video because things have changed. But anyway, this is a book that will be at the book launch for. It's The Summer of Bitter and Sweet by Jen Ferguson. If you like YA contemporaries that deal with complex issues, oh, my dogs are fighting each other, then you should definitely read this book. Add it on Goodreads, pre-order it, and if you're in the LA area, come to the book launch. Yeah, just wanted to update on that. But yeah, so yeah, that's the reason why I didn't upload a video because I was really busy this week. Even though I'm on break, I was not on break. I had to do schoolwork and I also had to do internship work. And on top of that, I was like, I should apply to like 800 jobs right now. and I had to get ready for graduation. So much stuff. So much stuff. But my dog has my other dog's foot in her mouth. They're so weird. Anyway, hello. So yeah, we'll do some sprints today. Oh, thank you. Hello. Hi. Is that Percy Jackson in your profile picture? I love how I know these things. I never even finished the Percy Jackson series, but I recognize him. Thank you so much. You're also working on a paper and you have my no. Oh my God, you need to take a break. That sounds like, oh, migraines are the worst. I'm really sorry to hear that. Thank you. And we're in the ashes. Whenever I get these comments, I'm so happy because no, my dogs are really trying to test me right now. I thought this would be easier, but no, I always get so happy when I get these comments because people are listening to my recommendations and enjoying the books. So I'm really happy to hear that. Hello. Thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. Hi. Thank you. So fires everywhere. I have been meaning to read that book for like years. Trying to finish. Oh my God. See, we're all out here towards the end of the school year struggling. Oh my gosh. I commend you. I would be on the floor right now if I were you. I wish you luck. Rereading Ari and Dante. Nice. Iron Widow. Oh my God. I DNF'd that book and I want to read it. Jade War. I still haven't read that one. The Little Devil in America. I haven't heard of that one. Escaping Exodus. Beasts. The City of Brass is so good. So I'm gonna say you should start that one. I'm graduating like now. Yeah, I'm graduating. I don't know why I just blanked out for a second. I graduate on May 7th. So it's in a bit. I just like ordered my portraits, but my mom and I were having this debate because we realized, oh my God, the portraits are like $500. And I was like, why would I pay this much money? And so we're like, okay, let's not get that bundle or whatever. And she's like, you should just have someone take pictures of you like in your cap and gown, since I just got my cap and gown like last week. So it's like kind of real. And she's like, "Oh, you should have so and so," and I'm like, for that." Like, I didn't bring my cat down home, so I could have like a regular photographer friend take pictures. I don't know why I'm explaining. Like, no one cares, but I'm like, there's just a lot going on in my life, like with graduation. I'm also planning a trip with some friends post grad, and like, it's a lot, but I'm excited. So thank you. Anime progress and we're not free. I was just looking up that author because one of my friends mentioned them, and I was like, "I've heard that name before, but I don't know their books," and now I do. Reading all of our yesterdays. Nice. Hello. Reading Tyrant Alpha's Rejected Mate. You know what? Honestly, like, I'm in the mood for one of those too. I was gonna ask people on Twitter for what I should read for a romance book, but then I just didn't. Thank you. Why didn't I finish Percy Jackson? That's a really good question. I don't have an answer for that other than I read the first 4 books, like, back to back, and I think by the time I got to the end of the 4th one, I was just like, "I'm gonna take a break," and then I just never went back to the series. So and there's only 1 more book, so, like, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't even find the books anymore, so I was about to say, I love that book so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Trying to finish A Cool Prince. Also a banger book, in my very humble opinion. Debating reading your textbook. Oh my god, don't I mean, you probably need to, like, for study purposes, but I say no. I'm gonna be Imma be that Imma be that bad person on your shoulder that says, "No, do something that you actually wanna do." Dragon Republic. That book that book is crazy. Should you be scared? I mean, I think yes, because I think like Arf Kwong be doing the wildest shit in all of her books. This one is no exception. Finds a long weekend. Ah, I see, I see. Oh, nice. Well, that's good. Gotta push your migraine. Push through your migraine. Three. Oh my God. What on earth? How is that allowed? I think the max, no. Okay, 16 units, I think is like the max. No, 18? I don't think, I don't know what I'm talking about, but that is insane. And I wish you the best of luck. And if I seriously think it's so fucked up that you can't like get extensions because how are you supposed to do all of that? That's ridiculous. I also, your message just reminded me that I have to write a presentation for next week. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. My dogs. I swear to God, every single time I have to come over here. But my dogs like to bite my books. She just grabbed my book, my sapphic romance book, by the way. That's Luna, that's some homophobia right there. She grabbed my book and she tried to chew it up. I have beef with her. Anyway, this is the most chaotic live stream I've ever done, and I apologize. But I wish you luck. And I also wish that schools were more forgiving and less like hard on their students. I never understood why professors would be like, excuse absences or like you can't leave. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like school is important, obviously, but it's also like we're paying so much money, at least in the US, we pay so much money to be here. If I need to be gone because I am ill, like why am I gonna get penalized for that? I just think it's ridiculous. Anyway, good luck. Might read Siege and Storm. I would say you've reached Sam just because I have beef with the Shadow and Bone series because it was very boring to me. And I literally only read the first book, so maybe I am not even qualified. Should I read Poppy War or Jade City? I think you should read both. But I would go with the Poppy War first just because it's like high fantasy. And like I'm a big fan of high fantasy. And I enjoyed the Poppy War more than I enjoyed Jade City. Legendborn. Oh my god, that's great. I really want to reread Legendborn. I really thought I was like, it's gonna it's gonna be fine to have my dogs up here because they were napping when I got them. And I was like, they'll just come back up here and go to sleep. No, they're not doing. We gotta start a sprint because I'm starting to go crazy. It's like having toddlers. It's like having toddlers. Like you just can't look away. Can't look away. I left my room for 2 seconds last time I was here over like spring break. And I came back in and my dog had chewed up my glasses and this limited edition, like exclusive dust jacket for a book that I had. I was like, how did you even get that from my shop? I to this day I don't know how she got it, but I was like, never again. No. See, you caused so much trouble. The Night and the Moon by Piper Sue. Ooh, I love a book that talks about the night and the I'm so distracted because of my dogs. I'm sorry. I hope it's good. New subscriber. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you enjoy. Yeah, I've been gaining some new subscribers recently, probably because I've actually been uploading videos. I don't know how. I also I don't know why I decided like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, I'm gonna start uploading every week when it's like the busiest I've ever been in my life. It's just like the opposite of self-care, I guess. Decided to start with organizing your bookshelf. You know what? That is smart. And I need to take some tips from you because my bookshelf's never organized. And I don't understand that's possible because I'm not home. So like how are my shelves disorganizing themselves? Reading a little life and saying about oh my god. Wow. Okay. I love here reading a little life instead of thinking about finals and both seem very painful. I've heard a little life is goddamn sad. Toddlers and animals. I have babysat a toddler before, and I think that was less work than these dogs because, like, he was chill, but these dogs, it's like they're actually they're so destructive, and I don't understand. One of my favorite My Name is a Pot book. I've only read 2, and one I did not like at all, and that was Under Lock, and the other one was The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, which I loved. What type of dogs do I have? I have golden doodles. I can show you them actually. They're chewing on my silk scarf that I use to put on my head at night. But that's them. Guys, want to say hi? Yeah, golden doodles. Hee hee. My my 2 sons that are actually not sons because they are female. But okay, what time is it? I've been live for 20 minutes and haven't done a single sprint. So let's start a sprint at 20. So in 2 minutes. My dogs are not allowed in my room. They just destroy things and cause chaos. You know what? It's always the little dogs. The little dogs are like these tiny little masterminds. And I'm sorry, I have to take this away from them. You can't have that. Oh my god, my glasses are on the floor. They're gonna eat my glasses. Here's the thing. I used to have 3 dogs. My other dog was also a golden doodle, and like we just put her down a few months ago. She was never this crazy. Ever. And I mean, like, we did have a trainer for her when she was younger, but I even remember, like, she had one accident in the house, one, when she was a little tiny baby, and then I don't remember her ever destroying anything except for, like, the first couple weeks, but then when she got older, she just stopped chewing on stuff, but these dogs are, like, they're crazy. I think it also doesn't help that there are 2 of them, whereas, like, with my other dog, it was just her. But yeah, dogs, they're a lot of work. Also reading a little ad thing. Y'all like pain. Shows you ever after. Okay, yeah. See, that's smart. That is a good strategy. Negative reminders of him. You commented that you didn't like it. No, that is brave. Oh my god, what did she say? I would never do that. That is very that's giving the same energy as when someone commented on Chloe Gong's TikTok because she said, "Oh, I saw like the cover aesthetics or like inspiration for Immortal Longings." And then someone commented and they're like, "Oh, like Foul Lady Fortune's like ugly as hell." And then Chloe responded and was like, "Yikes." And then everyone's like, "Why would you say that to her?" And I'm like, "Oh, Lord have mercy." I feel like things online are getting kind of crazy in the book community. But now I'm very curious, like, what did Colleen Hoover say in response? If I was an author and someone like straight up told me to my face that they didn't like my book, I think I would be like, you know, I expect that, but also like, why? You have to tell me that. Hello. But I've heard so much about Reminders of Him. I actually got an email about doing a campaign or like a promotion for Reminders of Him. And it was really funny because they started the email with like, "Oh my god, are you a Colleen Hoover fan? Like you should promote Reminders of Him. Like we can send you a copy." And I was like, I'm literally not a Colleen Hoover fan. So that was funny to me. But anyway, we should start a sprint. Okay, hold on. I always forget to set up a timer. We're gonna do 30, I mean 20. We're gonna do 20 minutes. And I hope that this is enough time for me to calm my dogs down. It probably isn't. I might need to put them back downstairs because this is ridiculous. But anyway, happy reading, everyone. How'd it go? I did, in fact, read the first chapter of Hideaway, and I am, in case you're wondering, I am having a bad time. So, Cassidy, where you are, I did. That's so embarrassing. What was I saying? I started reading Hideaway. I read the first chapter, and I'm not liking it. This is all Cassidy's fault. I actually don't think I can read this book. Like, really, I don't want to. Also, like, I'm trying to remember what happened in the last one. And I don't remember. So, like, this is a continuation. Like, it's a standalone in the romance, but it's a continuation from the last book, like the same characters. But I don't know what's happening. So, you know what? I want a cat. I'm allergic, but I've always thought cats were cool. My cat would go everywhere with me if I had a cat. Like, I would bring my dogs everywhere with me, but like they're too big to do that. I'm really sad that I can't have my dogs with me down in LA. I really want to. I hate not living with my dogs. Suck me in from the fact that she like went out of her way. Oh my god. Knocks him dead. Ooh. Wait, 100,000 Kingdoms, is that the one by N.K. Jemisin? I've been wanting to read that for a long time. I'm saying, like, me too. Okay, girl, half a paragraph. Okay, nice. And you know what? You deserve that break. You did more schoolwork. Pick a paragraph in your sense. Oh, well, that's nice. Oh, you know, I remember reading with my mom before bed. Honestly, great times. Want a cat too, but I'm also allergic. I've been thinking because my allergies have been so bad recently. I don't know why. They just have been. I just think it's just the universe trying to hate me. And I'm like, I found out that you can like get an allergy shot, and I might do that. Except I realized that you have to get them kind of frequently. I thought it would be like a once a month, twice a year. No, it's way more frequent than that. And I'm like, I don't mind shots actually. I swear to God, whenever I mention allergies, it just happens. I'm not kidding. It's like I manifested it. But yeah, I don't mind shots. Actually, I prefer shots to anything else. Like, you know how when they try to do like the nasal spray instead of the shot for like the flu, I don't for vaccines. I was like, I hate nasal spray. And let me tell you, my dad, like he's great. He's wonderful. But he was like, you should have this like nasal inhaler to help you with your allergies. And so I did, and like it worked. It's fine, but I just hate things going up my nose. That's why at the beginning of the pandemic, when people were like, "Oh, you're gonna shove a Q-tip all the way like to the back of your brain," I was like, "Hell no!" Like I'm never doing that. And it scared me even more when they put it in the back of your throat. Mm-mm. Another sidetrack, but this is actually why I stopped going to this dentist that my mom had me go to one time, because they were like, we're gonna take pictures and like give you x-rays. So then oh my God, this lady, she was so nice, but she was like shoving the thing all the way back in my throat and I gagged, which scared me. I have a fear of vomiting. And then she's like, oh wow, like you're sensitive. I'm like, your arm is down my throat. Like I'm not sensitive. No one would not gag if they were in my position. Anyway, I love how we went from having allergies to me being traumatized at the dentist. Anyway, confused. Oh, what book am I reading? Oh my God, everyone's out here going through it. I'm so sorry for your cramps. Second Percy Jackson series. Damn, you're out here killing it. Okay, I'm reading Hideaway by Penelope Douglas because I'm reading it with my friend Cassidy. And
I actually just talked about this is the second book in the Devil's Night series by Penelope Douglas. And let me tell you, I hated the first book. I gave it 1 star. I actually talked about it in my last video. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm like reading a text that I got. But I hated it. And now I'm reading this one and I'm like, oh, I thought I would be able to do it because it's just like a dark romance. Because it's also so long. It's like almost 600 pages. And I don't understand. I don't understand that. I'm not having a good time. I told Cassie I would read it with her, so I am. I might have to DNF it. I really can't. I can't afford to get into another reading slump. That's my main issue. Like maybe I could read this another time, but I just simply can't do it. You finish your books on your bookshelf. Dang. Well, good morning. You don't want a cat, you already have dogs. Yeah, my family's never had a cat either. Also, my dad has allergies and asthma, so like we will never be getting a cat. But I mean, you might just have to wait until you move out, which is what I'm gonna do. Watch me get a cat, and then I'm just suffering because of my allergies. Thank you. Just joining. Becoming, and how is that? I read some of Becoming, if you can count me listening to the audiobook in the car because my mom was playing the audiobook. Oh my god, like my allergies. I'm so yeah, allergy shots. You have to get them once a week. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I'm like, I remember the process was like you start out getting them frequently and then you get them less and less. 5 years, wow. See, is it worth it? Because I feel like it would be worth it. Like my allergies aren't like debilitating, you know? I mean, sometimes hard. Sometimes I'd be suffering. And I'll take allergy medicine and it doesn't do anything. One time, oh my God, this is funny. But one time I like passed out for like 12 hours because I took like a million different allergy medications because nothing was working. And I love Benadryl because I love how it makes me drowsy. Like as someone who has trouble sleeping, I'm like, great. I can just take Benadryl when I have allergies and I'll pass out, which like isn't ideal. Like one time I was studying for a test and I took a Benadryl, literally passed out on my desk. My mom came in and was like, "Are you supposed to be studying?" And I was like, "Well, I also am allergic to the universe. So what am I gonna do?" So anyway, one time I took a bunch of allergy meds. I think I started out with Benadryl, didn't help me. So then I took something else and I like did my nasal spray and I was like, well, I still am having allergies. And then the next thing I know, I am waking up and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning. Mind you, I took this medication at like 7 at night. So then I woke up the next day and I was like, wow, okay. I mean, I get it. Like, I guess it worked because it's like you can't sneeze if you're unconscious, but like I simply wasn't expecting that. I need an allergy med that will allow me to function. It's like I have this anxiety, like we're just talking about drugs now, but I have this anxiety med that is like for panic attacks, but it makes me go to sleep. So I'm like, well, what if I'm having a panic attack in the middle of class? Because that actually did happen to me like last week. It was a really bad time. I was like having flashbacks to high school. Anyway, literally totally straight from the point, but I think I should be getting allergy shots. I can't miss a bedtime story. Oh, oh my god. Wait, that's amazing. Honestly, props to you. I think like that's amazing. Like I'm really happy that my mom had like me and my brothers go to the library to do like the summer reading challenge every year, and I never took it seriously because I didn't care. But I just like I've loved going to the library. Like the library was like my favorite place to go when I was younger, and I think it's very important, and I love that parents are encouraging their kids to read because you know what, you could be an iPad baby, or you could be a book baby too. I really can't judge. I was like a Nintendo DS baby, but also I also read a lot of books. I don't know. See, like that's what I want for my kid. Like I want my kid for like the bookstore to be their favorite store, and I want them to love bedtime stories so much that they like flip a bed if I skip it. So heat nasal spray. Yeah, see, it's rough out here, I'm telling you. Oh, no. See, I'm so glad. Like, I'm very lucky I did not have to get tested like that when at the beginning it was like shove it all the way back there. And now you can actually do it yourself. Thank God. You're in a reading slump right now. And I hope it ends for you soon. I think I just barely ended my reading slump. This book is going to put me back in a reading slump, though, probably. School has the first 6 of crows. You better get on that waiting list. Thank you. And I did do my makeup right before I came here, and that's why I was late when I started the show. Trying to get a dog. Oh my God. Wow. No dogs. That's wild. I will say though, like, that like is so rough that his anxiety is so bad. But dogs, and like pets in general, but because I've only ever had dogs, like dogs are so helpful. So I hope that you can find one soon. I think the shots. Oh my God. See, I need to get these shots. And that's the way to do it. That's how I be doing it. And that's the only reason why I read ever, because of audiobooks. Continues to work all of a sudden. See, that is, I think that's what's happening with me, or like to me with Benadryl. I'm still gonna use Benadryl. Actually, though, my dad told me that I shouldn't take Benadryl that much because it could cause my brain to bleed. And so I was like, no. But like, he's a whole doctor. Like, I think he knows what he's talking about. But I love Benadryl, even if it doesn't stop my allergies. It's just like such a comfort for me because I'm like, you know what? It does knock me out, which like I don't have allergies while I'm passed out. I think the only other thing that worked for me was something that I had when I was in Louisiana. I don't even remember what it's called. So I couldn't even help myself if I wanted to. Oh my God. Cassie. Wait, I was actually just gonna. Hello, Cassidy.
Hello.
I was just gonna say, like, the last time I had an allergy medicine that worked for me is when I was in Louisiana and your mom gave me something. But little did I know I actually had COVID, so like it didn't help with.
But you just said it worked.
It worked because like it didn't make me drowsy and it did help with my sinuses, but I still had like a fever and stuff. Like I had
Facts.
COVID.
It was probably Zyzol. That's the only thing we take in the house.
It was a little something. I need to get that back. But anyway, everyone say hi to Cassidy. She's here. Do you want to introduce yourself, promote yourself?
Hi, I'm Cassidy. I'm irrelevant.
Oh my God. Why would you say that?
It's true.
Oh my God.
I have nothing left to say. Like, can't even call myself a booktuber.
Cassidy is out here getting a freaking PhD. She's big brained. She's also a writer. She's writing this incredible book that I need to bully her to finish so that I can read it. And she's
that's that's the only way it's gonna get done is if y'all bully me.
You know what you can do instead of reading Hideaway is you can work on your book.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think so.
Fine.
Wait, can we talk about this a second? I just got a comment on one of my videos that said I spoiled birthday girl. Me? How do you spoil birthday girl?
Huh?
I'm pretty sure I only talked about the premise, which is like, you know, the boyfriend and the dad.
Yeah. You know, some people think that like everything is spoilers nowadays. Like sometimes I swear to God, if I say, "Oh, this book made me cry because a character died," mind you, a fantasy book where there's a war happening, I could say, "Oh, a character died," and someone's like, "That's a spoiler," and I'm like, "Would you not expect someone to die?"
That's what I'm saying.
The premise of Birthday Girl is that she dates her ex's dad. And how is that a spoiler? That's in the synopsis on
That's what I'm
Goodreads.
about to say. I was like, is this not on the back of the book? How is that a spoiler?
Some people, you know, some people are sensitive.
I
You just
thought
gotta
I
deal
was
with it.
about spoilers.
It's like whenever I talk about how I don't want to read, I like don't prefer to read books written by men, and people are like, "Ah, well, that's sexist," and I'm like, okay, well, I just like to read things by women about women, but okay.
I disagree. I'm like, yeah, it is. That's okay. I'll be sexist. Then. Okay.
Like, yeah, I hate that.
Of course. Shit.
High school flashbacks. The thing is that I used to have panic attacks in class, and I didn't know that's what they were. Like I thought that I was just sick because I would feel like nauseated and like I couldn't breathe. So I'd go home all the time, and I'd be like, I need to go. Like I don't feel well, and I'd just be like sick. And then sometimes I would actually run out of the classroom like panicking. And my high school was like so intense for no goddamn reason. Well, I mean, it was like a college prep school, but whatever. But yeah, and no one believed me. No one even understood what anxiety was. So I was just out here suffering until college.
That's terrible.
Yeah. I like it was very hard. I remember I was in my hallway and there was someone just sobbing. And I was like, because I guess it's just normal at our school where everyone's suffering. We even had like a mental health. I'm out here like dragging my high school, but we had like a mental health assembly. And they try and act like they're all, oh my God, we want to make sure that everyone's thriving. But I'm like, no, you simply don't. It is so messed up over there.
That's why I hate academia.
It's all bad. It's all bad. Yes, iPad baby. Wait, Cassidy, did you have a Nintendo DS?
I sure did. I had the little white one. I love that thing so much.
I had the light pink one, and then I got the DSi, like the blue one. It was a great time.
What was it? Wait, wasn't there one before then? And it was kind of really clunky.
Game Boy?
No, it was the DS. It was like the first DS, and it was really clunky. My sister had one.
I have no idea.
It wasn't like the little sleek ones, like that came in like black, white, and pink. It was like a really clunky, and it was like a teal blue. Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
No. Oh my God, Nintendo, yeah, Nintendo DS Lite, Nintendo.
It was like the first. I'm gonna look it up.
Oh my God, throwback to Nintendo. Good times. Ugh.
Life was simple.
Yeah.
We could starve our little dogs on Nintendogs and they'd be okay.
I think about Nintendogs a lot. I love Nintendogs. Because when I was younger, I always wanted a dog. So then when I finally got my dog, I was like, I don't need Nintendogs anymore.
Same. I think same. This one, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, it like flipped the screen and everything. Yeah, I never had that one.
It was so clunky.
It's crazy. And now people have their, what are they, like the Nintendo Switches?
My friend got me one for my birthday. A whole Switch. I'm like,
damn.
What? Thank you. Why?
You like it?
I don't use it. OC uses it.
I was like, I've never used like the personal Switch like for myself, like played like the one-on-one games, but I've done like Mario Kart with like other people on the TV.
Same. Yes, that's like that and Mario Party. Those are the like two I've done. I played Animal Crossing for 2 whole days.
I tried to play Animal Crossing on my phone, and I was like, "This is not for me. I'm sorry."
I got bored quick.
Used to go to your local library and read the Giant Saint Bernard. Oh, read too. I was like, you used to read a dog? No. What? Wait, you had a dog? Oh, that is so cute. Honestly, like me, I am surprised I've read as much as I have, but hi OC. But I also like I've never been more busy in my life. Oh my god, is that Elle?
What's wrong with you?
Why is she upset?
Yeah, she's acting up.
She said I'm triggered. Damn.
Small bean. What?
You know, everyone
You
is
forgot
like
how small she is?
so busy. So honestly, I feel like Cassidy is kind of in the same boat with not having a lot of time to read.
I don't have time for nothing, and it's getting on my nerves. I might just say fuck it.
Wait, when are you done with the semester?
My last class is next Thursday, and then I have to turn in my final papers the week after, so I have 2 more weeks.
Oh,
Thank God.
you're almost done. Okay, how about we start another sprint in 3 minutes?
So, were you reading Hideaway?
Yeah, unfortunately. Cassidy, I literally was telling people how I don't think I can read this book. I read the first chapter and I don't. It's so long. And it's like, how can I read a book that's this long and this bad that I don't care about at all?
It's gonna be impossible. That is 500 pages is disgusting. That's disgusting. I can't do it.
I'm really just I have tears. Oh yeah, I saw this. The actor for Percy for the TV show was announced. Cute.
Yeah, he
You
was
between-
precious. It made me excited for it too.
Right. Disney Plus, I feel like is gonna do a really good job with that. So I'm really excited.
Yeah,
Everyone's-
agreed.
Yeah,
Hi, friends.
I'm like behind on the comments.
Always.
The pollen is advertisement enough.
It sure is. You ain't lying.
Oh, see, this is what I was thinking. That like I saw getting like a lot of people have been getting dogs, especially because of COVID, like the beginning of the pandemic. Which is kind of sad because I feel like a lot of people don't actually want dogs, and now with like quarantine being up, they're like leaving, and their dogs are like staying home, or just they don't have time for them, which is really sad.
Yeah, I think we found Penny like peak COVID, and like, oh my gosh, they just did not take care of her.
Oh, so sad. Autistic rep. Into the Drawing Deep is the only one that I can think of. Wait, is there autistic rep in the Gilded Wolves? I think. Zofia, I think.
That's getting the wrong one.
And then I guess like also that's not sapphic though.
Yeah, I was like, non-sapphic reps. We have.
See, I have a bunch of friends who are writing sapphic books with autism rep, but like they're not published. I want to recommend them, but like I'm sorry, this is so unhelpful. But anyway, let's start our next sprint. I set a timer for 30 minutes because I feel like 20 minutes last time wasn't long enough for me to do anything. Like I read like 10 pages and I was like, so now I get to read this book for 30 minutes. Really excited about it. Anyway,
We could
happy
do
reading.
it. 2.5 or less speed, Haley.
No.
3. That's too fast.
It's already too slow on 3. That's the thing. It's too slow. I was thinking, I was like, if I could read this book on Hoopla, I could put it on 4 times speed.
No, you wouldn't even be able to understand it.
I'd probably still like the book more if I could understand it. Anyway, let's begin. Happy reading, and everyone have a good time.
GG.
How'd it go?
It went.
Oh my god.
What page are you on?
I don't know actually, because I'm reading the audiobook with the ebook. But it says I'm on page 80.
Jesus! No, 3 times speed. I'm
Where are you?
on page 20. I
Wait,
told
wait.
you this would happen.
Wait, what chapter are you on?
2.
I mean, I can stop. I'm fine with not reading.
No.
God. I just
Because if you stop, you'll really stop.
I just keep highlighting things and I'd be like, oh my god, this like just rolling my eyes the whole time. My last highlight was this simply makes no sense.
The whole book. That's gonna be the whole book.
Listen to this one quote. We have enemies and the list grows every day. And I'm like, why are they acting like war criminals or like they're in the mafia? Like, I don't understand.
That's okay. Why are they always on alert? Like there's some stranger days. I'm like, y'all are just like rich boys. Like, what's the threat?
Because I'm remembering at like the end of the last book, they were on like a high-speed boat chase. And I was like, what is going on? Like, what?
I forgot
about trying to kill each other. Penelope doing too much.
That book was so bad.
This one's worse.
Oh god. No, I can't do worse. They promised. Book Talk promised it wasn't worse.
I actually heard that Kill Switch is the best one, which is the third one. I will not.
I keep hearing. I hear it's the most boring, and I also hear it's the best. I hear both.
I mean, it's also Book Talk talking, so like maybe we shouldn't listen to them.
I have yet to have a good recommendation from them. Yet I've DNF'd every single one. Every one.
You like People We Meet on Vacation and The Love Hypothesis, though.
Yeah, but I love that on my own. I didn't find that book a recommendation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was me with Six of Crows. Like, Six of Crows is like Book Talk's favorite book, but like I read that way before, so
exactly. So it doesn't count.
Good night.
Good night, Bun Bun.
Cool Prince.
Night.
Hell yeah. Good night.
Oh, that's good to know.
I honestly think that this second book is so good. Like, so good. I think about it and it makes me excited because it's so good. Like, it's so creative. I love the world building in that book and also just the stuff that's happening.
Because I had a DNF in the middle, and so I didn't really get to anything. So I was like, I keep saying I'm gonna pick it back up, but I haven't yet.
I think that The Cruel Prince is marketed and promoted wrong by most of the book community because a lot of people are like, oh, this is such a good enemies to lovers book, but the romance is like 10% of the series.
Right.
Otherwise, it's literally just Jude running around. And like, if you don't like court politics, then you're not gonna like that book. Which I know some people say like, oh, it's so boring, and like people love Cardin, and I'm like, Cardin doesn't do anything. So that's your first mistake. Don't read it for Cardin. But yeah. Oh my God, yeah. Take your migraine medicine. Jesus. 10 pages, first 5 pages. Oh my God, City of Brass.
Nice.
So good. Probably should be working on a paper.
Same.
You know what? You gotta take your time because you can't. This is the thing. Like, I've been through it where I've been like, oh, I need to get everything done, and like I stress myself out so much to the point where I'm like ill, and then it's like you can't do anything at that point. So it's like you might as well wait until you're like feeling 100% better because you can't get anything done when you're unwell. So rest. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna go until I have something to do at 7, so I'll stop like right before that. So that's probably gonna be like 2 more sprints. If I time it correctly. Maybe like 1.5. I don't know,
1.5 hills.
like I could do a 30-minute and then like a 20-minute sprint.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, you see, in a reading slump, that's what sucks. Is I feel like sometimes some books, they should be good enough to get you out of a reading slump, but then sometimes your reading slump is so bad that nothing matters.
Yes. I think I'm in a slump right now, and reading this is the dumbest thing to do. It's a bad idea.
I'm trying to think of like what I do to get out of reading slumps. I think the only thing that I do is just not read. Just wait until I'm like in the mood again.
I know, and I don't want to do that because I was doing so good. I'm like 8 books ahead of my thing, and I'm so proud.
Or actually, something that helps me is like reading really short books because I'll feel
Novellas.
sad that I can't finish anything. So I've read like a bunch of poetry collections and novellas, and I enjoyed them. So like that helped also.
Mm-hmm.
Then like also just finishing a book makes me feel motivated. It's not my fault.
I just bought a novella today.
Which one?
I got Nnedi Okorafor's new book. Let me get it. It's so beautiful.
Oh.
It is so beautiful.
No, you got it from your book. Okay, so but are you still gonna wait until the summer to read it? This is also one of Book Talk's most popular books. And I have no desire to read it, but I am sure.
Look how beautiful she is.
Oh,
Isn't it gorgeous?
Oh my god. She's like a genius, actually.
She is. She's insane. You read Binti?
No.
You gotta read Binti.
But I did like read and listen to a bunch of interviews, and I don't know. I just think that like authors that write about like Afrofuturism and just like centering Blackness in fantasy and sci-fi is very inspiring to me, because most popular authors, like specifically white authors, try and act like Black people simply won't exist in the future. And so Black people making themselves like a space.
I'm going to steal that quote from you for my paper.
What, that Black people don't exist?
In white fantasy books, like they act like we're not going to exist.
Because in the white fantasy is the absence of Blackness.
Oh shit!
Or technically the absence of otherness, but like, you know, it is what it is. We're out here. You guys, you're listening to our TED Talk. Thank you for joining. Oh my god, 73%. Now, wow, y'all are getting a lot of reading done.
I'm saying.
Oh my god, I was listening to Hideaway, of course, this whole time. Period where I like looked away from the ebook because I couldn't do it anymore. So it was just in my head while I was like scrolling through Twitter, and I was like, oh, I'm probably at like 15% by now, because like last time I was at 10%, I was at 12%. Only got at 2% in this goddamn book. It's so long, and nothing is happening. And the worst part is that there are flashbacks. So it's the current day, and then it goes 6 years before, and I'm like, why can't it just be in the current time? I don't care about these flashbacks.
I'm in the flashback right now. I fucking hate flashbacks so much.
I hate them so much. See, it's that time of the year where everyone is just
not okay. Yeah. We're not okay.
No, I had Homegoing. That's their book, I think. And then it expired from the library, so I didn't get to read it, but I want to. Honestly, same. I can't stand him either. Can't. Like he literally doesn't do anything. And I'm like, I don't understand why so many people simp over him. It's just, why? I've not read it.
I know, I haven't read it either. It's sitting on my shelf. It's sitting on my favorite bookshelf, and I haven't.
Well, at least people can see and be like, oh my god, that's a favorite. I should get it. And then you're promoting the book.
I am. I mean, it's my favorite because we went to the same school. So,
yeah. I'm like so in awe every time I see, is it Leah or Leia? Leah?
Leah, yeah.
Leah. Every time I see her on my timeline, and then I see like her 7-figure book deal for Angel Sage herself, I'm like, Oh my God. She's incredible. And she has so many books already.
I know. I also didn't know that Case and Calendar went to my school too.
Wow.
like,
Dang,
oh,
you know
okay.
all these famous people.
I didn't know I knew him. I
Guys,
don't know him. No,
you need to become best friends with them.
Leah won't answer me back. Well, she did, but she's Alicia's friend more than my friend.
Okay, well, you need to become closer friends. The fan art of Karin. Yeah, fan art of like everything makes me like everything. It's just so powerful. Like I'll be saving fan art of From Blood and Ash, even though I did not like those books. I'm like,
Stop
it! Beautiful.
They're beautiful.
Good. And like artists are hella talented. And I'm like, sometimes it's amazing.
You know, my favorite is, I haven't even read it, but Bryce fan art is so, every time I see Bryce fan art from
Bryce Finland.
Yes. It is just always so beautiful.
Let me tell you, I've been seeing so much fan art for House of Sky and Breath. And like there are so many new characters apparently. And I'm like, it's like,
who are you?
Because a part of me is like, I do love how Sarah J. Maas be writing characters. And like I know it's probably fun, but I'm like, I cannot indulge in that. I really can't.
Me neither. But it's just gonna sit on my shelf.
Too much. Cardin is from the Cruel Prince series by Holly Black. He is the Cruel Prince. What do I think about romance? I like it, but I feel like I'm kind of picky when it comes to romance though, because
you need something else going on.
Yeah, I can't read a romance book that has like no plot, and if the characters don't have chemistry, like here's the thing. I know some people can like read romance books and just like be here for the smut. I can't do that.
Same.
I just need more. Also, I think it's funny because like the rom-com genre, I feel like so many people will be like, oh, rom-coms, like they're funny and they're cute. I don't think I've ever giggled while reading a rom-com except for like Helen Huang's books. She's great. I love her books. But
the only book I remember laughing was Unhoneymooners. And that book pissed me off, but that's the only book I've ever laughed.
Okay, that book did make me giggle a little bit in the beginning, but then halfway through it started getting really depressing, and then I had beef with the whole book. So, but yeah, let me know what are your guys' favorite romance books, because I want to get back into more. I can tell you mine: Tools of Engagement by Tessa Bailey, It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey, The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. I also love Her Name in the Sky, which is YA, and it's sapphic. That's one of my favorite books of all time. I think I'm forgetting them. Oh, I love the Kiss Quotient series. Let me look at my shelf. Oh, Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating. See, I love Friends to Lovers, but then I loved The Wall of Winnipeg and Me, and that was like Marriage of Convenience, Hate to Love. Because it was slow burn. I love slow burn.
Oh god. I think we buddy read that. It was so slow. It was hurting me. It hurt.
It was perfect.
It physically hurt me.
What are your favorite romance books, Cassidy?
Probably Helen Huang, Cord Bride Testers. That's my shit. That's like she's that girl. Not me opening up my I don't know, because I'll read them so fast. Like apparently I loved People We Meet on Vacation. I can't tell you a single thing that happened in that book. I rated it 5 stars. Oh my gosh, no, Love in Other Words. That was my shit. I think that's my favorite.
Oh, that was a really good one.
That one was so good. I don't think I haven't gotten over it still. That one's so good.
It was very emo, like way more emo than I was expecting.
I know. I was like, okay, Christina Lauren. I was not expecting that from them.
I want to buy that book, actually.
I think I have. Do I have it?
I need to stop telling myself to buy books.
Because I don't. It's good. It's good that you do.
I just want to have it and I want to annotate it. Like, it makes me so much.
You know what also was so good? Eve Brown. You know, Chloe, I was like, okay. Danny, I was like, okay. But Eve, bitch.
Yeah, I heard Eve is like everyone's favorite.
Eve is that girl. She is that girl.
I want to read that one. I do want to read the rest of the series because like I didn't like Chloe Brown, but
I didn't either. I rated it 3 stars.
Shit. And
Not
I,
the 10.
I ignore it. Smut Rex with no fade to black. All the ones that we mentioned, except for the YA one that I mentioned. Helen Huang. Penelope Douglas's books. Great smut. Like I liked Birthday Girl.
Birthday Girl.
I think their other books are like much darker. Like Birthday Girl is, if you're not super into dark romance, then just read Birthday Girl because that's just age gap. But that one
Credence wasn't dark. It was just like reverse harem, and I'm not a fan of reverse harem, but the smut was so good. Like I was having it was in my dreams for like a week.
Penelope Douglas is like one of my like favorite authors for smut. Also Tessa Bailey. No one writes smut like her. I'm telling you, it happened one summer in Tools of Engagement. Amazing. Tools of Engagement is the third book in the Hot and Hammered series, but like you don't have to read I don't think the other ones are that great. But like
no, I DNF the second one.
The second one?
That bitch.
I don't even
like Rosie. Oh, oh, that was so bad. It was too bad.
I'm trying to think.
Also, this I lied. There is a book talk series that I did like the fine print and terms and conditions.
You read those?
I loved it.
I want to read those actually because I know one of them has a black girl in it.
She is, and I loved her so much. It wasn't like Rosie in whatever that book is. It was like, yes, this black queen.
See, I know Kimmy really likes those books, and I trust her. So I feel like I could like those. These, I haven't read them yet, but I know that they do not have fade to black and they're sapphic. So Count Your Lucky Stars, Delilah Green.
Yes, I keep hearing about those too.
And then there is
Casey's book they love.
This sapphic novella that I read. It was just a smutty novella, Party Favors by Erin McClellan. That was fire.
Isn't your favorite that other novella you like? Isn't that smut?
Which one?
The really dark one. And then I told you, should I get this book? And you're like, that's like my favorite book.
A Dowry of Blood?
Yes.
I mean, yeah, that's like paranormal fantasy.
I hear
romance. Yeah. That is one of my favorite books though. It's so beautifully written. It's so good. Let's see. Right. April has been your month. Damn. Well, that's good.
That's amazing. That's my goals.
No, this is the one because I don't know why I wasn't anticipating this book to be that emotional when I was reading it, and like I was in my era of feeling nothing, so I didn't cry, but it was very sad. Like,
what did you rate it?
I gave it 5 stars. It's like
really,
it's amazing. Oh my god, guys, I hate to say this, but I started Cold Tea. And I don't know why, but I think I was in a reading slump and then I just like never finished it. But I really want to finish it, especially now because I'm watching Ted Lasso, which is soccer. And the little romance in Ted Lasso is making me think of like the perfect sports, like it's perfect, like grumpy sun. So now I really want to read it now. Also, I
don't even know what this book is.
Ted Lasso?
Cold Tea, what is this about?
Cold Tea is
Mariana.
Yeah.
It's 600 pages. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that to myself again. I can't do it.
Everyone loves Cold Tea and All Roads Leave Here. I know All Roads Leave Here is Single Dad, so I will be participating in that.
I do love a good single dad. That's my shit.
Yo. Yeah. Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas. I don't know what Talia is.
Talia Hibbert.
You have a thing. Oh. Okay. Does it have a happy ending? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I said that so ominously. It does have a
I
happy
know. I was like, a Haley happy ending or a happy ending?
It's a happy ending. I really want to read Late to the Party.
Me too.
Sadly. 4 books a week. Okay, we'll start our next sprint in 3 minutes. And it'll be our last 30-minute sprint. And then the next one, I don't even know if we're going to have time for another one. This might be our last sprint. Everyone get ready. Read 4 books a week. No, that's exactly how I am too. Because I remember last year I read like 15 books, like 2 months in a row. And then
Jeez.
in the summer, well, there was one day I read 3 books in a day. I was like, oh my God, this is my time. And then depression hit. And then I was like, I can't even
be like that.
Right now. Going to the bookstore. I just read Ophelia After All. It was so good. YA fantasy. Something less popular. I don't really read a lot of YA fantasy anymore. I'm trying to think of what I've read recently. I enjoyed 6 Crimson Cranes. I feel like that's pretty popular though.
I was about to name one, but it's sci-fi.
Name it anyway.
The Sound of Stars and The Kindred by
That's
my
your
girl Alicia Dow. That's my girl. This is so good. It's so good.
Generally, YA fantasy less popular. See, I just don't.
What's that one? Her oh my gosh. This it's got hair skin. Her hair, skin. Oh my gosh.
Hair, skin.
Wait.
See, the thing is, I haven't even read, like, I don't be reading fantasy that much anymore.
Me neither. I've read 1 fantasy this year and 1 fantasy last year. Literally, my only fantasy book this year was, what was it? Ember in the Ashes.
Ember, beautiful. Yeah, I have not been reading any fantasy this year. Oh my God, it's so sad. Wait, what did I read last year? Did I read anything? See, the thing is like I don't really read YA fantasy anymore. And if I do read YA fantasy, it's going to be something really popular because otherwise I don't pay attention enough to YA fantasy to know the not popular stuff. So the only thing I could say is 6 Crimson Cranes because that's it. You see so much of yourself. Aw, that's amazing.
Yeah, Danny is a queen.
Oh.
I think I added that one to my list. Because I hear some of her smut and the other stuff is really good. I could tell her.
I mean,
I don't know.
It took me 3 tries reading the first book to actually enjoy it. But I mean, it depends what you like in fantasy. Because I've discovered I'm not a huge fan of like fantasy romance, and I think Sarah J. Maas is awful, god awful with court politics, and I don't think she's that great in that series. But that being said, I love Farah and I love her sisters. So I was like, I enjoyed reading the series like for the second time at least. Yeah. But at the same time, I don't think that you should buy those books because you probably don't want to support Sarah J. Maas. And then also there are so many other books out there that you should read instead. Yes. So I should just say no. Didn't I start out saying yes in the beginning?
You said, well.
I don't really think it's worth it. I think that you could read other things that are better. Like An Ember in the Ashes and The City of Brass and Jade City, Priory of the Orange Tree. The Poppy.
Shit, read from Blood and Ash from before Avatar.
But yeah, so no. See? Oh my God, The Sound of Stars is amazing. There you go.
My shit. I got it branded on me. That shit branded on me forever.
I was just watching our live show that we did like over the summer, and someone asked the question like, what's your favorite book? And then you said The Sound of Stars, and you're like, yeah, and I have a tattoo, and then you showed it, and I just had a flashback to that. Anyway.
Because anytime someone mentions it, I say, yes, look at it, bitch.
Proof that it's amazing. All right. This is going to be our last sprint because I realize I actually need to get ready for what I have to do afterwards. I am having a critique session.
Of Harlem book?
That, yeah, I like swapped the first 3 chapters with someone. And so like she wants to talk to me about like her pages and like the comments that I have for her, and I'm gonna ask her about me. So we'll see how it goes.
It's gonna be amazing.
But anyway, happy reading, everyone, and I hope that it's good.
GG. that life sigh. I can't.
Because oh my God. No, hold on. Wait. Because listen. Wait. Okay, there are these lines that I highlighted. Hold on, where are they? 3 lines on 1 page. The first one, the first one is like, because Michael and Kai are like fighting, because you know how in the beginning Kai like chased Erica and was like trying to train her for whatever, and Michael like got mad at him, and then he's like, why do you coddle her so much? She's one of us. She needs to be tough like us. I'm like, one of you how? Like, what are you? I don't even know what they are. They're just like a white guy gang? I don't know.
Men with no morals? I don't know.
Anyway, so that was the first line that I highlighted and was like, what the fuck? And then the second line was when Michael said, you don't get to make decisions about my woman. And I'm like, okay. and then the icing on top of the cake. Michael fucking groomed Rika for years since they were kids. He played with her and mind fucked her. And I'm like, see, this is what from the first book. He is a predator. Like, I don't. Also, the fact that this isn't even their book. Anyway.
And I'm already tired of them talking about fucking Rika. I wanted to leave Rika in book 1. I didn't want to read her in book 1. So why are we still talking about her? Shit.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Tell me about Will and his always drunk ass. I need to know more about his ass.
Okay, where are you with the book?
I got their first little tiff after and Michael's getting mad at him in the steam room.
The steam.
Fuck the steam room. I can't.
Oh my God. It's like the more I read the more is uncovered, I'm just like, I don't think I am strong enough for this.
I don't think I am either, but you're pretty strong.
I'm 20% done and I still have 11 hours in the audiobook.
That's disgusting. That's just disgusting. I'm going to try and catch up to you by the night's end.
Okay, I'm going to stop reading so that you can catch up to me. Because
okay.
I have to do something anyway, but let's see. God, that went well for us.
How'd everyone else do?
Yeah, let us know how that last sprint went. It's just been pain for me.
It's been pain for me too. This was a terrible idea.
Is this the Heroes of Olympus? I think it is. 750.
I didn't know it was that many pages.
I wish you luck. And good night. Thank you for joining.
They already knocked out.
Hello and welcome for the last 5 minutes. I'll be here for 4 more minutes and then I gotta go.
Not 4 more minutes.
Check on my dogs because they've been by themselves for a minute. They probably tore apart the entire living room.
Facts.
3 more percent of becoming. Damn,
y'all be fast.
I love that book. It's so good. Neil Hudson is very talented. I want to read more Black classics.
Same.
I've read most of the popular ones. I'll get into more. Does anyone have any recommendations? I've read Beloved, Song of Solomon, The Bluest Eye, Their Eyes Were Watching God, Passing, Kindred, Parable of the Sower. What else should I read?
Did you read Fledgling?
Mm-mm. Didn't you not like that though?
I did after. It was. Couldn't do it. I said, "This is y'all's girl. This book is terrible."
Did you read Parable of the Sower?
No, I didn't. I think I was too traumatized, and I was supposed to read it for my class this semester, but then I didn't. And then so I spent the whole hour of the class bullshitting it like I read it. But I was like, I need a break from Miss Octavia after Fledgling.
That one was really good, and so is I really like Kindred, but maybe Fledgling is just not for everyone.
It was giving pedophilia, and I was like,
Oh
why are
no,
we not talking about this?
Cassidy, you know what's giving pedophilia? Corrupt.
Okay, but why is he like, yeah, little girl? I'm like, what the fuck? What? Did you say she's a teenager and you're like infantilizing this child?
He literally was like excited by the fact that she could be younger, and I was like, why would you say that? I
It's
really want to know, like, what is going through Penelope Douglas's mind?
she's unhinged, and all of
I
her readers are unhinged.
I feel like I can stand a dark romance. Like when we read, what was it, Malice?
Yeah, Malice.
Menace. Yeah, I liked Menace.
Same.
It's not like that dark, but it's like, yeah, they want to kill each other.
Yes, I like a good morally gray. I don't like you fucking abusing women. That's not fun for me.
It's also a little cringy because in these books, the character's like, I know I'm bad and I like being bad. And I'm like, please shut up. Like,
I'm just like, dude, shut the fuck up. It's like, I just want to say it out loud.
Yeah.
I don't need anyone to hear me.
It's a goddamn mess. I'm gonna finish this. I have to finish this book
tomorrow.
No, I have to finish it tonight. Like I
can't
do anymore.
No. All 500
right.
pages. You can't put it on 4 times speed neither, or 3. You need to put 2.5. I gotta catch up a little bit.
See, the thing is I already know this book is a 1 star.
I know it's gonna be a negative 1 star. I'm hoping it'll at least be a 2 star.
Oh, I wish you luck. I wish you the best of luck pointing out reading. You're welcome. I hope everyone enjoyed this sprints.
I need a nap.
I need one too, but I can't.
Me either.
Stuff to do. But yeah, everyone, this is a PSA. Don't read Corrupt by Penelope.
Please. Don't listen to any book talk recommendations. None.
Unless it's 6 of Crows or An Ember in the Ashes or Dowry of Blood.
Any of the indie books or any of the Kindle Unlimited recommendations, just don't do it.
I've been thinking about getting Kindle Unlimited because I'm like, people really talk about it, but then I'm like, I don't really like romance like that.
It's just not giving what they said it would give. Except for fine print and terms and conditions. That ones I enjoyed it.
I'm gonna trust those ones.
It was great.
Anyway, on that note, thank you everyone for joining. I hope you enjoyed and have a good rest of your days. And
bye, friends.
Bye.